Got a spare injector here, just so I could look at the spray pattern. Software is open. Got some map tracing. Bunch of fucking kludge. The problem at this point right now is the tact signal's not quite what I need it to be. But I could still get enough to play around with this little thing a little bit. So here you can see I've got just a little test map. I can skew my fake voltage to the map and push it up to the point where it'll do a 5 millisecond pulse. Okay, now we changed it to 10 milliseconds. Went ahead and wrote it to the module. This time I put the injector in a cup. We can go ahead and dial up the fake map voltage until we start to trigger. Oh, we don't have a tact signal. Oops. Bring it back down. Get our little tool. Turn the voltage up. Turn it back down. There's a lot of gasoline in there. I got the tack running. It may not be the finest spritz ever, but it'll certainly be decent. So here's like 1,000 RPMs, I idle around 900. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. Go for it. Rev it up to like 2,000. Good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, time to clean up the wiring and actually start sporting. Okay, getting pretty close to the end of the install. I went ahead and chopped off one of the injector harnesses because I'm only going to run one. The injectors we bought came with an adapter plug, so this plugs into there. This is a standard Bosch. This is an EV14 style, which the injectors are. So I went ahead and shortened this line. Pricked a little hole in the little fiber shit, pulled out my power, pulled out the ground, hooked the ground up over right there, routed around, came over here, tapped off the MAF wire, the green one, and further down I figured might as well just tap off cylinder 1. It doesn't matter what you use, but cylinder 1 is what I used. And what I may do later on, because right now, ideally you trick it until that it's a 2-cylinder motor, or that it's a 2-stroke motor, and then you use half the cylinders so you get the correct RPM, and it gives you better atomization when you're shooting as a 5th port. But our problem is we're using one pulse signal on a 4-cylinder, so it'd have to be a 1/2 cylinder in order to make it work. So anyways, I'm going to make like a little circuit where you could take 2 of these pulses, like 1 and maybe 4, so that they're opposed, and then the circuit will give you 2 pulses for every 2 cranks, I guess, and then that'll let you choose 1 cylinder and then a 2 cycle and give you better atomization. So we'll see. That's all coming up. But everything works now the way it is. So now it's just time to hook up the computer, load in like 5 milliseconds, and just see how rich I can get it, and start pulling fuel. Should be pretty cool. But, yep, more to come. Starting to look like Super Skater's engine bay with all the wires. Alright, later.